Hey, this is the second time I had to do this, and I'm still sick of it. Alright, so in the 21st century, after all the shit that humanity was able to build, we had wires, generally when it came to electronics. And then we created wireless technology. So basically, we don't have giant cords connected to massive circuit boards somewhere else in your recent area. We now have very small phones in our pockets. Controller that I'm holding right now is wireless. We have headphones, we have TVs, shit, we have wireless toilets nowadays. You'd think that we'd be able, as a species, to acknowledge that this is a good idea. Why the hell are we still using wires? I look under my desk, I swear it looks like I'm being attacked by black vines. It's like some Indiana Jones shit crawling from under the floor. My keyboard became disconnected from my computer the other day, probably because of some dumbass wires. So I had to crawl under there. 15 minutes later, I had to try to find it. Shocked myself 600 times because, of course, friction had to exist. Thank you, magical atoms. Then I find it, I go to plug it in, I unplug the PVR. So I don't acknowledge it because it's a little USB cord there. So I stick that guy in. Then I unplug the mouse just to make sure. Another two things that are wireless now. Stick that thing in there. Then I apparently stuck it in the Xbox. So I check everything. I go through it. All of this could have been preserved if we simply used wireless technology or renewable resources of energy that we can obviously use instead of dead dinosaurs to play our games, be amused, and not waste all of the finite resources of oil that we have. Man, I hate humanity. We are just a bunch of apes sitting around doing the dumbest thing possible. Really? Really? 10,000-year-old dinosaurs? Really? Natural gases? Like, we don't have a finite amount of these. We have sun, we have wind, we have hydroelectric, even though it kind of is negative towards fish, but still, renewable resource. And we have 6-year-olds. Just stick them on a treadmill and have them sprint over a chocolate bar. Trust me, create enough energy. Or quarters. So obviously when I flip a quarter, it exactly lands on the opposite side. So of course, if we stick a head and a tail part of a quarter together, we could flip it, and that creates enough spinning in time trying to figure out what side to land on. Yeah, but wires! Why the hell are we still using these things? I'm rambling off, but we can all agree that one time in our lives that wires have become annoying. Why are we still using them? Really? Really? We have... I hate wires.